Welcome back. It's time for segment 4, our last segment in session 6. Also, our last session. So, this is it. This is the end, right? We've gotten published. We're getting published. We found out it's going to be in press. What an exciting accomplishment. And I hope each of you make it to this point. So, do you think most authors take time to celebrate their publishing accomplishments? Do they? Do they celebrate? I hope that they do. My own tendency, a little bit, not a lot. So I would encourage you to celebrate your accomplishment and also reflect on it. I like to keep a folder or a file open that's called Next Time, right? Next time I write an article, next time I do a video, next time I submit a grant, next time I teach a class, next time. All these next times. I make notes to myself on the next time I do this, I'm going to do it this way. The next time I'm going to make more time. The next time I'm going to be sure to involve this person earlier on because I'm not going to remember all those little details. So while you're celebrating your accomplishment and tooting your own horn, be sure to document what went right, what went wrong. Do a little autopsy and figure out what you can do better or differently next time. I love this quote from Rosalind Franklin: "Science and everyday life cannot and should not be separated." Hopefully you feel this way about your discipline or your field. And I would say that science and scholarly writing and publication should not be separated from everyday life. This should be part of who you are. We talked about this being a natural progression in science, a natural part of the dissemination and the findings and the research part, right? Try not to separate it. Try not to bifurcate your life or contextualize it into different boxes, right? Compartmentalize it even. Try to keep it all together if you can. And this reflection and celebration aspect is just one piece of the larger puzzle of your professional life and your professional development. So what should you be doing now that you've found out you're going to be published? Probably send an announcement email out to the folks in your department, to the folks who helped you along the way saying, hey, I got published, right? Hey, they accepted me for publication. You want to be sure you're getting in touch with the journal and requesting reprints, as many as you can get. Even electronic ones are nice to have to share with folks. If you've got co-authors, send them a congratulatory note. I might even recommend a handwritten note, depending on the contribution and how important this is. But definitely you want to reach out to them and say, hey, we got published. Aren't we awesome? Thank you for your help. All those nice things you want to do. Be sure you're adding this credit to your CV. It's a very big deal. You want to make sure it's there front and center for people to see your most recent publication. And then you also want to announce it to the world. So perhaps going through your department or through your school or institute's public relations office, there's an opportunity to get this into the media. Some things that you can personally do beyond that world to promote your research, and this is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger these days, is go on to social media and go online and find ways to promote it, like through Facebook, through LinkedIn. Twitter is a great avenue as well. Google Plus, if you have a Google Plus page, incorporating that there. Instagram, I'm not sure how applicable it is since that's really about photos and pictures, but it could be, you never know. Reddit is another fantastic avenue with lots of users to reach out to. And then YouTube. These videos that you're watching today are on YouTube. Why not do a video about your research and your process? If you do it on Getting Published and the highs and lows of publications, we can add it to our site. That would be awesome. Get in touch. Think about your own personal impact factor, right? We talked about impact factors for journals and how important it is to have a high impact factor. Well, we want you to have a high impact factor individually, right? So share those electronic reprints. So when you get them in, share them with your colleagues, share them with your students, share them with your graduate students, share them with others. Get those out there. The more times you're cited, the more times your impact factor goes up, right? Include this in your email signature with a link to your publication. That's a really easy thing to do. Read my most recent publication. Click here, and it takes them out to that publication. Go look at your Google Scholar profile or your ResearchGate profile or your ORCID profile. Any of these three, or all of these three really, make sure your publications are listed there. If you use something like Community of Science Pivot, go out there, make sure that this publication is included there because it's going to enhance those areas' ability to bring folks to you, to help people find your research and other things, new collaborators, new citations, all of those pieces. Be thoughtful about your own impact factor. Don't just move from this publication to the next one or from this work to the next thing on your list. Take a minute while you're celebrating and reflecting. Be sure you're increasing your impact factor. Lastly, reach out to me. I would love to hear how you've enjoyed or not enjoyed this series of videos and the guide that goes along with them. Love to include your own videos and your own comments, your questions, all of those things as we're going through the process and improving this, hopefully making it better. Love to hear from you about what we can do to improve the Vanderbilt Linkages Scholarly Writing and Publication Series. And as always, good luck on your publications.